What is up, my Lorcana goons? This is Kevin. Welcome to the Lorcana Goons channel. We're going to talk about some Lorcana stuff today. In this video, I'm going to test both of these starter decks on Pixelborn Lab mode. The only reason I won't do Pixelborn Ladder is because, as you can see right here, there's not an available ladder to play in right now because the cards just came out and the new season hasn't started yet. But we can play in lab mode, and people are playing some meta decks in lab mode. So we're going to make these starter decks on Pixelborn, and we're going to play them in lab mode and see if we can get any wins. And based off of our wins and how the decks play out, I will give you an assessment and overall an opinion on which deck I think is better for tournament play in those starter deck sealed events. So there's going to be a lot of starter deck tournaments now that Chapter 2 has made its way to the shelves, and a lot of local game stores are going to be offering you the ability to pick between the new Amethyst Steel starter deck or the Sapphire Amber starter deck, right? And in general, you're going to want to win throughout this tournament because usually that means you'll get some extra prizing, which might include some extra packs of Rise of the Floodborn. I'm thinking if I can squeeze some wins with these, then they might be half decent, right? And we'll keep winning until we lose, if we can even win one. But we're gonna start with Amber Sapphire because my expectations are a little lower with that one. But I do want to just check this list out, and I do want to give a shout out to the Illuminatiers for getting this list on Dreamborn so that I didn't have to do it. So check out their YouTube channel, check out their Twitter. They're huge in the Lorcana community. I'm sure you guys have heard of them, and if you haven't, follow their stuff. But as we can see from the Amber Sapphire list, there's a couple things in this deck that come from Chapter 1, which are going to be Phil and Belle. And I think that might be it. Oh, and LeFou. So other than that, everything else is Chapter 2 cards. We have a Dwarf engine here going. We have what it looks to be a small Gaston package and a Queen package, so you can get some shift abilities going. And then we even have some item synergy, and we even have Mr. Flavorsham there to get us some item synergy, some extra draw power, right? We Need the Pooh can help us ink a little bit more, and aside from that, it just seems like we're going to try and win these games by setting up some dwarf characters and trying to quest for lore, right? All right, so let's just hop in the lab mode, head on in there and see what's going on, see what happens here. We're gonna open up with a owl, a horse, a dwarf, LeFou, Gaston. We have an item that lets us draw as well if we play more items, and then we have 24 eggs to get us some resistance going. I'm thinking maybe we get rid of the Maurice's workshop because it doesn't seem too crazy. Maybe the 4 eggs. I kind of want to keep Gaston in my hand, but because there's only one Gaston of the Floodborn Gaston, and what are the odds we see the other Gaston? But I just don't want to keep this uninkable, so yeah, we'll get rid of Gaston. Okay. So now we mulliganed all right. We have a nice curve going. Fang Crossbow doesn't seem like it's going to get any value because there's no dragons right now in the meta. I am playing in lab, so I might be playing against Amber Steel. So we finna ink Fang Crossbow. Just play the owl. Nothing else we can do after that, right? Excuse my laggy gameplay, by the way. This is just how Pixelborn runs on my MacBook. Don't know if it's my MacBook in particular. Don't know if it's the Mac updates for Pixelborn in general, but this is how I gotta play. Well, let's keep playing this out because I do be playing. So, all right. So we're playing against a Amethyst deck for sure. We see a Madam Mim snake get inked. Oh, and he plays Lilo, so he's playing an aggro deck probably. Christopher Robin doesn't seem like it's gonna resolve. It's a 6 ink character. I think there's only one in this deck. It's a starter deck. I don't know. Do we keep it? No, yeah, we just ink the Robin. I think it's not going to happen anytime soon, and I don't know how much we can develop this field because it is an aggro deck. We might have to make some trades. Let's play LeFou. That's the only card we can play. No reason to play Roses Painted or Paint the Roses yet. Okay, he gets rid of a fox. So, what's he going to play? Pinocchio probably? Or the Mim something? Okay, interesting. He plays another Maleficent, and he does quest with the owl. I don't know why he didn't keep the snake then. You just play the snake this turn, right? And then bounce the Lilo back? Whatever, buddy. Anyway, so we draw into a Winnie the Pooh. I mean, the obvious play here is going to be to paint the roses on the Lilo. I think make a good trade. Gives us a draw. We will be off curve. Notice how I got rid of the Floodborn Gaston, and we mulliganed into a Gaston, by the way. So I'm just going to get rid of the Gaston because it doesn't seem like this is going to be used. And maybe we just clear the Lilo regularly, and we don't use Paint the Roses because I kind of want to get this tempo with the Winnie the Pooh. So I'm just gonna get this clear. Pixelborn being kind of buggy, and then hit for 2 with the LeFou. Hit the 2 with LeFou, and then we'll drop this Winnie the Pooh. Ooh, hey man, I should make music. Let's see what he's gonna do. Cause it looks like we got some field advantage here. You know, we might be in a good spot. Okay, he inks something and he plays a Doc. Now Doc is more of like a lantern character. It lowers the cost of one of his characters next turn. Might be able to win this one. He doesn't play any AoE, so I want to paint the roses red here and get a good trade. Obviously, we can take advantage of the fact that his Maleficent is only 1 strength, and now it's going to be 0 strength. And like, well, I guess we'll just hit the Doc. Just can. We'll hit the Doc because we can, right? We draw into a card that is not good here. Maurice's Workshop, but make this trade. God, my computer's so laggy. Quest with the LeFou every time. And I'm pretty sure Winnie the Pooh can ink this worthless item in my hand. I'm not sure if that's how it's ruled, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's ruled, right? It's like Fishbone? Yeah, it's like Fishbone. So we can ink this Maurice's Workshop. It wasn't going to get us any value. I don't know. The last Maurice's... yeah, it just doesn't... Card's so slow. I need to play it, and then you need to play an item, and then you need to pay an ink just to draw 1 card. Bro, Popsicle lets me draw... Where's my Popsicles at? This deck plays 3 Popsicle. That's what I like about this deck. You do play 3 Popsicle, which is cool. Let's see if we see it. Okay, so he hits with the Doc. He's going to be able to play a 5 ink character, maybe? And we see a Pinocchio. Plays a Pinocchio for 1 ink. Okay, now what? Okay, Pinocchio Simba. I see where this is going. The dwarf package is kind of... A dwarf package coming in hot, right? Alright, so we draw into another owl. Not my favorite top deck. I really want to get this nice trade, though, because he's not expecting it. So we have to do that every time. But do we ink the happy, play the owl? I have 6 on board. If I play the owl, I'd have lethal. After I quest. I'm going to quest with everything. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go face. There's no point to... I quest with all 3. I'm getting a lot of lore. No. I want to be able to play Doc because he's a bit his deck plays no AoE. His deck plays like very little removal. The only removal I think he can really play against me right now is going to be something like the Fox or Zeus or Rafiki, and Happy doesn't lose to any of those. So I think I might just need to play Happy next turn. But I don't think I ink because I could just ink play Happy next turn, right? Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to run the clock out. Another Simba. Alright, so he goes Doc into my LeFou, which is a good clear. It's okay. Our LeFou hit for 2. Ooh. Okay. He bumps into the Sleepy to clear it, which also clears his Stitch. He's probably gonna clear the owl, right? You have to clear the goons, the owl goons. Shout out to all the goons. Shout out to all the owls. And he runs out of time, and I draw a Queen Goons. Very nice top deck. And we're going to ink our Goons. Iconic play right here. Ink the Goons. And we're going to play Happy. I think we win this one, folks. I think we just beat this guy with a starter deck. Look at us. We're playing constructed format with starter decks, and I think we're winning, right? I don't think we can lose this now. We just got to quest. Maybe clear Happy now that we have a good trade, but... Nah, quest with the owl. Quest with the Winnie the Pooh. We're not using his effect. We're just gonna go phase, buddy. Quest with the Grumpy Pass. So he's gonna go ahead and make a trade right here into... Not even a trade. He's just gonna bump his Simba. Oh, I thought... Does he not have Rapunzel? No, okay. So then he bumps the Doc. He trades the Doc. And then he bumps his Pinocchio. He's just gonna trade all of his characters. No Rapunzel. Come on. And no Rapunzel. He does not have the Rapunzel. I was afraid of the Rapunzel. And he plays a Bashful. So he's playing some dwarf package in here. He's playing some dwarf goo, but he don't got no dwarves, bro. How are you going to quest with your Bashful if you ain't got no dwarves, buddy? You got to be like me and play the dwarves starter deck. We always draw our dwarves over here. Look at that. Quest, go to 19. Play a Sleepy. Oh, no, that's Sneezy. My bad. Play the Sneezy. And we'll just play the Goons, the Blue Goons. That's what we'll call him. Blue Goons. What? I'm sorry, buddy. You lost to a starter deck. Don't know what to tell you. Next game, let's go. Next game. Let's see if we can keep it up, shall we? Alright, so we draw a Fang, Crossbow, Corella, Owl, Grumpy, the Queen, and the Pooh. Okay, keep this. What do we get? We got a Judy Hopps, a Phil, and another Owl. So he's going first this time. We're playing against Hayes, and he inks a... Ooh, Criminal Mind plays a mini. And we draw an item card. Ink Goons, play Goons. Ink Goons, play Goons. Classic play. Classic play, ink the Goons, play the Goons. He's gonna Teeth and Ambitions for ink. Quest with the mini. Oh. And then I get Teeth and Ambitioned. Okay, that's a card. That's a new card. So I just play the Sleepy because it doesn't lose to let the Storm Rage on, as opposed to playing the Corella. Or another Teeth and Ambitions, right? That's what I meant. The Queen gets inked, and he's playing Amber, Ruby. Plays an Ariel. And he reveals another Teeth and Ambitions. Okay. Oh, we drew Popsicle. Best card, Popsicle. Okay. I'm thinking we just say goodbye to the curve and just Popsicle, right? And we drew Corella. Because then we can play Corella. Oh, but I knew you searched Teeth and Ambitions, but whatever. We'll just ink Corella, play Corella, and bait out the Teeth and Ambitions, right? Maybe I could have just played Winnie the Pooh, but... Yep, Teeth and Ambitions. Okay, so I draw Gaston. And now I guess we just Judy Hopps and try and see more cards in our deck, right? Judy Hopps draw. We drew nothing. Oh, Bashful. I guess Bashful's kind of meh. And just pass off curve. Plays a Maui. Maui is kind of crazy against our starter deck, don't you think? I don't know. Ooh, and we drew Fang Crossbows. See, these are just not the combination of cards I want to see against any matchup, because they just don't do things. Like, I don't know, maybe I was using launch wrong. I have to set up launch now by playing the Fang Crossbow. It does nothing. Okay, yeah, we're just getting... Yes. We ink the horse. And we play Gaston. Here it is. My toughest play, my boss monster, and I reveal 3 cards that are not good. I play the character that's on the starter deck. I guess we just grab a Bashful or a Dopey. We'll just grab Dopey, he's cheaper. We can play Dopey Poo next turn, or this turn. Yeah, we could play Dopey Poo, or like we could play Poo Launch Poo. And then we'll just use Fang Crossbow for no reason. To intimidate him. Just intimidate him a little bit with our Fang Crossbow. And we get Dragon Fired. So, yeah. Against meta decks, this is going to be hard. Obviously, using a starter deck. I imagine against the other starter, but just in general, just because we're testing like how effective the starter deck is. It's too many combo pieces just to be able to do stuff. Like, add to Popsicle just to resolve Judy Hopps, and now I have to play a Fang Crossbow just to potentially play my launch. Not my favorite. So I'd play Dopey here. Dopey Poo. What else am I going to do? I mean, at this point, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, buddy. Yep. Oh. Yep. Okay, yes, we get it. I have no cards in hand. You have a million cards in hand. Play your deck. I mean, he's just playing the game, right? There's nothing I can do. We let him go for lethal. Put us out of our misery, hazed. Hit him with a well played, because that was a well played game. But there you go, folks. Okay, our first loss, we went 1-1 with the Amber Sapphire. We won one and we lost one, so we got wrecked. So we'll go on to the next one, and now we're going to move on to our Amethyst Steel list. Before I continue, guys, I do want to say like, comment, and subscribe to Lorcana Goons. If you like Lorcana content, remember to follow our Discord as well, but check us out. But let's look at this Amethyst Steel list, shall we? This list has some Merlin stuff, like some goats. It also has a little bit of resist power, so we're going to be taking advantage of things like that and trying to keep keep our characters on the board while also trying to gain lore from them. Certain characters quest for 2, and we're just going to bounce them back with Merlin, right? I mean, the Madam Mim card. So that's our goal here. Let's go ahead and see, queue up in here, play. All right, we are going second, and we draw into Merlin Rabbit, Lawrence, Merlin Goat, Lawrence, Tiana, Chip the Teacup, and Ellie LaBouffe. So I'm thinking we want to build as much of a like aggro curve as possible, right? Like I said, there was a lot of 2 lore characters I noticed in this starter deck, so I just feel like we can kind of hit with the big willpower that we have. Thinking about this mulligan, it's not letting me take off the, not letting me pick the chip or the teacup. My thing's lagging right now. Come on, unclick, confirm, confirm, confirm. You guys saw that. I clicked confirm, and it didn't work. Okay, so no mulligan. He's playing Amber. He plays a Lilo after inking a Rapunzel. So look, I drew Lilo. Okay, so Lilo's an aggressive card, so we might be playing like against an aggro Amber style deck. But let's get rid of our Lilo and let's show him who's boss with our Chip the Teacup. Pass, go ahead, buddy. He's gonna ink an Ariel. And then he's just gonna pass? He just passed. We drew another Lilo. Do we ink this Lilo? Yeah, probably. The willpower on the Lilo's kinda eh. But I think it's better to just take advantage of Lawrence's willpower and, like I said, just try and gain some lore. We don't have a 2-drop, unfortunately, but we do have another 1-drop, so let's hope Tiana gets us there. I like that Steel has a 1-3. We're gonna pass after playing Tiana, questing with the Chip. Alright, he goes the Queen into his Inkwell, plays a Stitch. What is he playing? He's only been inking Amber cards so far, so it might be Amber Steel. But we drew a Cusco. Llama Cusco, always nice, good floater, and I just want to develop some board presence. We have a lot of 4 characters in our hand, and if we can get to 4 ink, we could just play the 4 ink characters. And Lawrence is cool. He's a big body. He's only at 4/4 until he stays undamaged. If he gets damaged, he goes down to a 0/4. But for a 3 ink character, an inkable character, it's not bad. He does quest for 2, and that 4 willpower is kind of fat. But he inks a Timon and plays a Rockstar Stitch. That might be a problem. Rockstar Stitch is very scary. We draw Benja. He's not playing items, it seems. And I don't think Amber Steel plays any other items other than Lantern, right? So we're just going to play the Rabbit after inking the Benja. And we're going to draw a card. Oh yeah, we're getting there. This deck is nice. Look at that. We're just kind of playing Zoo style. Take advantage of our little characters, right? He can't clear nothing. He does get like a good trade with the Stitch if he decides to go into this, you know, but we're just gonna quest with everything, and we're already at 7 lore. It's only turn 4. Wow. Ink an Ariel. Go ahead, buddy. Ink your Ariel. And he plays a Lady Tremaine. This puts us down to 6. Oh wait, he's not even playing Amber Steel. He's playing Ruby. Oh no. Turn 7 is Be Prepared. Heck. We'll take a good trade there because Lady Tremaine is a 2 ink character and he can shift. He can shift the new Lady Tremaine on turn 6, so I don't want to see that. Or I think it might be earlier than that, but I don't want to see a shift Lady Tremaine, so we're going to update that Tremaine and we're going to quest with everything else. Kind of just want to expand the board as much as possible before the Be Prepared because we're already at 10 lore. So I'm going to ink the Eric, play Cusco, and play Lilo because Lilo quests for 2. So if I can just even get this extra 2 lore to the face, it'll really get me there because this goat right here has a lot of potential too. So goat kind of becoming a win condition. He's gonna ink a Simba. Interesting that he didn't play the Simba because he has Rockstar Stitch, but inks a Simba. Oh, there we go. There's a Lady Tremaine. We played around it. We played around the Lady Tremaine. I'm pretty sure we just get rid of our own Cusco or one of our own card, like our rabbit. It gives us value. Yeah, we just the Cusco. Because if we can bounce the rabbit back, we'll draw again. I think we're fine. He doesn't trade. He doesn't trade. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm pretty sure that means I win now, right? No, you know what? He probably didn't trade because Be Prepared. So we're just going to quest with everything. I guess play the goat so that we don't... So that we can gain 2 extra lore. Quest, quest, quest. Quest with Lilo. We love to see it. Play the Merlin Goat. It's going to get us to 18. And if he Be Prepared, we go to 19. That's a good play, I think. And then we have 2 extra characters in our hand still, so that if he does be prepared on 19, then the next turn we can either play Hercules or Eli. We can't play both because we need another inkable card if we want to play both, but we can play either or. He plays a Hades. No, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have Be Prepared. It doesn't matter, buddy. My starter deck is too good. He plays a Tremaine, lowers my lore, like I said, doesn't matter. Inks a Hey. Can you believe this? He did not have Be Prepared. Wow. Amber Ruby losing to an Amethyst Steel starter deck, buddy. Come on. You could have made some of these good trades. You let Lawrence stay forever. You let the GOAT stay there. Nah, I just played the GOAT. But you let everybody stay on board. You're crazy, bro. And there we got it. Easy game with that one. Amethyst Steels, I guess it's at 1-0. Okay, so that's 1-0 for the Amethyst Steel. If we can get another one, then we will obviously be ahead of the Amber Sapphire record. So we're going to go into another one. All right, we're going first this time, and we see a Prince Naveen, a Cusco, a Freeze, Dr. Facilier, Ellie or Eli Lebouf, another Prince Naveen, and Benja. Obviously Freeze is bad, so I want to get rid of Freeze. I don't like the Dr. Facilier. It's a 4/4/2 with Evasive, not my favorite card. We don't have any 1-ink characters. We have 1 2-ink character, which is great. He's a really good 2-ink character. It's Cusco. Maybe get rid of the Benja, but we might play against Amber Steel Song with Lantern. All right. That's good. That's good. And look, we saw a 2-drop. No 1-drop, though. Very unfortunate. But we are going first, so we're playing against Mr. Oogie Boogie. Let's go ahead and get rid of this Merlin Crab. Not my favorite card. It is a 3/3/3, but there's just better 3-drops like the Horus. Benja's a better 3-drop. He inks a Cinderella. And he plays a Queen. Queen Goons? And we drew our 1-drop. Very typical, right? So our Hercules can contest his Queen Goons. And I don't think our Tiana's going to get any more play time because everything else is 3/4, 3/4, you know? So we'll ink and play Hercules. Wow. Passaline. Pass to you, buddy. Any day now. Alright, so he inks the Cinderella. And he's going to play a Simba. Exerted, and he's going to quest with the Queen. Queen Goons quest, okay. And we drew another Tiana. Where were you, Tiana, for our turn 1 when we actually went first this time, right? Probably play Lawrence instead of Prince Naveen, even though Prince Naveen always has the 4, but Naveen's just going to be better, I think, to control the board for now. It's not like he can trade it with 1 character right now. I'm worried he's going to shift Queen in Whole New World soon, but we'll see what happens. So he is playing Amber Steel, which is the best deck, in my opinion, you know. If you saw the last video, I explained why I think it's the best deck, but I'm a little worried that we're just going to get wrecked, right? Because Amber Steel Song is just so good. And we're playing a starter deck. But buddy, you're taking some time to make these plays. I'm going to edit these parts out, but... Okay, so he shifts into the Queen. Okay. It's no longer a Goons. Now it's a big Queen. Are we just going to play Eli on turn 4? Big ol' Ellie. Inks and Ariel. Passes. So shift Queen off curve. We draw another 1-ink character with Chip the Teacup. We drew 3 1-ink characters back to back to back. Can you believe this? And we didn't see one in our opening draw. I'm salty. Whatever. Ink the Teacup. And I guess just play Lebouf, right? But what do we start doing here? Do we quest? Yeah, we'll just get on that board. 2 lore. 2 lore, say no more. Okay, so he's inking another Cinderella, Big Cindy. Oh, let the storm rage on my Lebouf. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna potentially trade. Oh, he didn't use his Queen ability. He did not power up his. Oh my goodness, buddy. He's probably setting up for a grab your swords, right? Because that's why he did that, so he can grab your swords. Oh, he probably has double grab your swords because he's gonna ink. That's why he did it, because Lebouf dies from double grab your swords. Maybe I'll just play Eric just in case if it's only 1. But we just quest with everything, right? And then look at LaBouffe, questing for 2. So he for sure has, I think, 1 Grab Your Swords. It could be a combination of cards, like maybe Grab Your Swords, another Storm Rage on. That's what I was thinking. Or like Strength of a Raging Fire. We're going to ink the Benja because I don't think he's going to play an item anymore. And he draws... So he's going to ink Rockstar. And he hits us with the Grab Your Swords. That's why I played the Cusco, because, you know, we draw if that happens. So it's fine. We drew Hey Hey. Very nice. And he hits us with the second Grab Your Sword. So I kind of did read that. I don't know why I played Eric. I probably should have just kept the Eric in my hand. That was a misplay. But I mean, our hand lets us play Lawrence Hey Hey, so... Dang, Lawrence over here really hitting the face for 2, you know what I'm saying? Amber Steel song for you. Double Grab Your Swords. Okay, so he's going to quest for 2, and he's going to pump his Simba. You guys can't see, but he's taking really long to do these actions. He's going to ink a Stitch. He inked Rockstar Stitch, and then he drew. And then now we see a Lantern after we inked our Benja. So that's kind of annoying, but I don't think he's going to be using that Lantern. He only has 1 card in hand. If it's Whole New World, then we draw 7. Oh, look. Sometimes lucky. We drew a Benja. So even though we inked our Benja, we drew Benja. It's either Benja or the 4-2 with Evasive, but I think Benja just gets his value. Maybe there's even a world where he gets mad that we Benja. He's going to be salty. And Benja quest for 2. So Benja questing for 2 is very important in my opinion. I'd rather just have that. But he's going to let us... Oh, we're going to be able to hit with Lawrence, hit with Hey Hey. We're at 9 now to his 5. And he draws a 3rd Grab Your Sword. So you hit with another Grab Your Swords there. Wow. That was... Man, you have 5 uninkables, bro. That's a lot of uninkables to draw back to back. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, you guys at home are lucky that I'm editing this part out because he's taking so long to make these plays against a starter deck. Come on, buddy. I'm playing 60-card starter deck. None of these cards are 4-ofs in the deck because the starter deck does not come with 4-ofs. You've drawn 3 Grab Your Swords. Alright, so he's in a quest with Simba, finally. Ooh, we draw Madame Mim Fox. This is kind of good, actually, because we could even go as far as to ink our Facilier and replay our Lawrence, right? Because we can... And we can clear the Simba, and the Madame Mim Fox won't die. Hey, that's kind of nice. Okay, so we're going to be at 13 already. That's right. That's right. So Madame Mim Fox, and what I say, bounce to Lawrence, because Lawrence has more potential to stay. Yeah. Goodbye, Simba. And we're just going to replay our Lawrence. I don't think we need this Dr. Facilier with the Evasive. He only quests for 1. For being a 4-ink character, only questing for 1 is kind of bad in my opinion. Even though he has Evasive, it's just not... Actually, as a 4-2 with Evasive, it's not bad. Because you can keep him on the board and kind of just wait for him to be removal. But I don't want him. I want Lawrence's 2 ability to quest for 2 lore. Lawrence is the man. Lawrence is the man today. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? A 4th Grab Your Swords? Get out of here, man. And he plays a Cinderella. Man, you know, when you have it, I guess. This guy has 4 Grab Your Swords. That's just wild. So he's going to go all the way to... He's going to go to 8 to my 13. And now my Lawrence only has 0. Ooh, very good top deck. That's a good top deck if I ever seen it. We're top decking like a boss. I mean, the Lantern wasn't relevant, but... We'll play the Merlin Rabbit, and we'll draw a Cusco. And look at that. We have 6 ink, and we could just play it right off the... Ooh. Ooh. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Cusco. Cusco Goo. We're at 15 now. Oh, I think we might win this one. What? Can we win against Amber Steel Song when they played 4 Grab Your Swords on us? Yes, because this starter deck is actually kind of nice. Holy heck. You know what it is? It's the Rabbit and the Cusco's ability to net me cards while also building a board. It's like a 2-for-1. I'm putting characters on the board that can quest, and when you get rid of them, I'm drawing cards. That's just very good, especially for a starter deck. So he's going to play the Queen, another Queen. Ooh, very scary. Okay, so he's at what? 4, 5. He has 10, so he can quest for 15. No, he can quest for 16 next turn. Oh, he's in a trade. Yeah, that makes sense. He gets the big value from the Cindy. I'd be at 17. I can challenge the Cindy, but I think I just go face. Yeah. Come on. Come on. This is lethal. This is lethal right here. I go face, set up lethal. Almost lethal, right? Put him in a check. He has to clear at least one of these characters. I'm assuming you do the Cusco, because if not, if I bounce the rabbit with a Mim card, then you're going to be mad. Alright, so he ends up clearing the rabbit, just like I said. We're going to draw a card off of this 100%. Be a character. Please be a character. It's a hey. That's a character. Oh, yeah. That's a character, alright. If we could draw a 2-lore character right here, like another Lawrence would be really good. So he's just gonna show me lethal. Because he has 4. No, he has 5. Never mind. Oh. That's a very good card, because now Hey and LaBouffe are lethal, and I could still clear the Simba. Wowzers. Okay. We have lethal. We have lethal. We have lethal against the best deck. We have lethal against Amber Steel, everybody. Come on. Alright, come on. Show me. Okay. So we're gonna see what we draw. Let's see what we draw. Show me the top deck. Yes. Cusco, boom baby, draw me a card. Alright, Cusco, draw me a squirrel. Not really super relevant, but so now he can only quest for 2, 4, 5, so he'd be at 19, and I can set up lethal with this LaBouffe. Wow. Mr. Eli, LaBouffe, and Hey, the new Hey, persistent something. Come on, don't draw. You got rid of all your grab your swords already. Do not draw any removal. Don't draw nothing. Come on. Did we do it? Why are you taking so long? Did we do it? Come on. Show me the card, buddy. I'm just going to hit him with a little, I'm going to hit him with a thank you so that he hurries up, because I want to see. Did we win? Come on. Oh, he's in a quest. He's at 16. He's going to clear my Hercules. Come on. What? Don't tell me you have it. What else? Let's go! I told you guys, didn't I say so? That this deck was the better one. Wow, look at that. We actually got a win against Amber Steel's Song. I can't believe it. This guy just lost to a starter deck. Wow. Say, man, sometimes when you're the better player, what can I say? Wow, that had my heart racing. I thought he was going to draw like Strength of the Raging Fire. I thought he was going to draw another Storm Rage on or something. I thought we were out of there. But look at that. We went 2-0 with the Amethyst Steel starter deck. Now, I feel like that is already a good enough reason to convince me that is better than the Amber Sapphire starter deck. Don't get me wrong. I think they're both playable. However, right off the bat, just feeling the way that Amethyst Steel starter deck was playing on curve was just so much better. It just felt like it synergized a lot more. There's a couple cards in there that are a lot better than the Amber Sapphire cards, specifically the draw cards, right? The way you draw cards in the Amber Sapphire starter deck is a little too gimmicky in my opinion. It's a little too awkward to set up stuff like Popsicle, Judy Hops, and the other Sapphire characters that benefit from your items, because it's too many combo pieces. And when you're playing in a starter deck format, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to set up those combo pieces. Right now I'm playing in lab and I'm playing against the meta, right? So obviously the Zoo style deck is going to be a little better in that ladder, but if you feel like you can play those combo pieces correctly against the starter deck matchup, then play the deck that you're most comfortable playing with. But in my opinion, I'm probably going to stick with the Amethyst Steel deck as my preferred choice for the starter deck tournaments for Rise of the Floodborn this season. A couple key points that I do want to go over with the Amethyst Steel variants is the fact that you get to play cards that include the resist mechanic. I think there is a learning curve with the resist mechanic. I think a lot of players are going to play into it incorrectly, especially at the starter deck tournaments, because you have to use cards that you've never seen before. Like when I went to the deck lists, you noticed that there was only about 5 to 7 cards total in the entire deck that are from the Chapter 1 series. So there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, like I said, for some players who aren't necessarily used to the new resist mechanic, or in general, who just haven't been playing a lot of Pixelborn to prepare for Chapter 2, right? Now, both decks have the resist mechanic, but I feel like the Steel version does it a lot better, and in terms of drawing cards, the Steel better does it in a much more consistent way. As you saw against the Amber Steel deck, we got hit with 4 grab your swords and we still won. That's kind of wild, and I think the reason for that is because our characters hit for 2 lore very consistently. We were able to draw cards by playing the rabbit and the Cusco, and whenever he would grab your swords, we would get to refill our hand because those abilities let us, cycle our cards faster. The rabbit is very strong when you combine it with the Merlin cards. I didn't draw any of the Merlin cards in these matchups, but I feel like when you draw them, that's going to just put you over the top. So already is this deck just better, I think, at getting the win condition on the board, but there's also cards I didn't even get to utilize in this video that just make the deck even better, even more powerful, which seems like it's going to be able to get you to 20 lore a little faster, right? But you guys let me know what your opinion is. Let me know what you thought of these videos. Let me know if you think I misplayed, if my opponents misplayed, and what you guys are going to be doing for this weekend as Rise of the Floodborn takes over our meta. I'm really looking forward to playing some local events this weekend. I haven't really gotten to play a lot of in real life Lorcana just because I've been busy with personal stuff. So chapter 1 was cool, but I feel like I didn't get my hands dirty, you know what I mean? So I am looking forward to entering these sealed events and the starter deck tournaments that are happening this weekend, and I wanted to get some practice in myself. Thank you guys for watching this practice of mine. Thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you yourself are a Lorcana goon. I'm really looking forward to chapter 2, and I hope you guys get some products, so I am wishing you all good luck. Remember to stay tuned to Lorcana goons, and we will see you guys next time.